Hi, I'm Tevin, but you guys can call me T. We all know the phrase, don't judge a book by its cover, but we unintentionally do it. We judge someone based on how they walk, how they talk, how they dress. And when we do that, it stops us from making genuine connection. It stops us from getting closer with the person and learning more about them to actually find out who they are. Because we've already thought of who they are based on how they talk, how they walk, or the area they are from. Our perception of them is already set based on what we know from the first impression. When you follow that, you'll never meet new people, because some of the most genuine people, they stay in. They don't have a lot of friends. They don't like going out. And some of the most toxic people are the people that surrounds themselves with a lot of people, partying, drinking, doing all of this, being everywhere the company is. And you see those person on the outside thinking they're bright spark, they're gonna help you improve your social skill and stuff like that. Some of the times those person bring you down to a dark road. And even so, you get to know some of those person. They're genuine. They're just going through stuff in their life. Everyone's going through stuff. But you can't base your first impression on what you think the person is or what you think the person is going through, because how we are nowadays are based on our experience. Someone can go to a traumatic experience when they were younger and it just changes their whole lifestyle. They might seem more gloomy, they might seem more depressed, and you from the outside might see that and say they hate their life or they don't like people because of that, but you don't know what they face internally. If you already assign them a role based on your first impression of them, you'll never get to know them deeply. You'll never get to actually form genuine connection with them. You might be surprised at what they're good at, what they like to do, how they are when they're not surrounded by a bunch of people, when they're alone and they're private. It's the same way how you are different when you're out and you're different when you're in. We all wear a mask around people and we take those masks off when you're alone. And some people keep those masks on when they're alone so they don't actually know who they are. That's bars. So instead of judging people on how they talk, they walk, where they grew up, where they live, actually learn, actually get to know them before you form an opinion. The only person you can judge based on how they talk are Toronto mans. Like, come on, Crowdy, judge them. Judge all of them Toronto mans. Judge every Torontonians that speak like that, speak with that slang. Judge all of them. Judge all of them, bro. Anyways, all jokes aside, but form genuine connection with people before you judge, you hate them, before you assign them a role in your head. Once you assign them a role in your head, they genuinely don't change from that role, because that's how you see them. That's your perception of them. If you see them as always being angry and pissed off, they will always be angry and pissed off. Get to know them before you actually assign a role. Take care. Peace.